All right. I was told one time the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. If, now, as it gets closer to me going out here, and I prioritize everything, you may notice this is Google Earth. And why I'm not using Onyx is because I have my areas of interest all mapped out. Something I want to talk about in relation to a searcher as opposed to a hiker. A searcher is going to cover more area. Maybe not distance-wise. But take this for example. I would credit Jeff Claw as a good searcher. When he came in here looking for that rock, he left his vehicle and came down around. I don't know where he parked, so I don't use that as the gospel. He started up, I think he started up this one and realized that he was possibly in the wrong canyon. So he came back up here and continued with his mission. Then once he found out it was impassable, he called it. Smart thing to do. When you look at all the people that have came over here, we're going to park where Kenny parked. We're going to walk where Kenny walked. We're going to drop down the saddle where Kenny dropped down the saddle. We're going to go do this right thing. Or this right the same way he did it. Sean did it. Robin possibly did it. Jeff Claw, I believe, did it. I don't think Jeff Claw came all the way out and around. If what he told me is correct, if I'm wrong, that's my bad. Aquachigger, he did it. I'm not sure how many people have completed the exact same hike. Is it nostalgia? Yeah, I can see where it's nostalgic. You know, this is the famous hike of where Kenny went, got back to his car over here. He was huffing, puffing, dying. And, we've all seen it. Now, when you use that hike, has anybody seen his very last hike, November 10th? No. You can try to gather information out of his video hike around this. But as far as his intention, gonna climb in his mindset, you don't know what his mindset was. Nobody does. Was he coming out here, dropping his cell phone off, going up in here to commit suicide? Did he drop his cell phone off, drop out here, and just follow one of the washes back out to whoever was picking him up? Don't know. Nobody knows. Everybody can have their speculation, and speculation is one thing. We've all heard the saying, don't assume. When you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. So, to me, what it comes down to, there's two possibilities. He came out here with no intention of going back, and he had sworn he would off himself, according to the Gospel of the Sharon, if you want to believe her. Personally, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than take a word for granted she says. My thought. But then again, I don't have a hell of a lot of faith in the rest of that clan that's related to him. The only person that I really think is hung up and hung out to dry in all of this is his daughter. I'm not, we can watch that special till we're blue in the face, and his daughter, she has that daddy image in her head. It was her dad, Mr. Outdoorsman, Mr. Wilderness. I mean, all of our kids have an opinion and a picture of us in their heads like we're some kind of superheroes. If you can break away, and this is why I like Scott Nuttal so much. Scott Nuttal is the only one that's gone out there and found anything, because he's a searcher. He covers a pile of ground. If he sees something back up here, he's going to it. It's that simple. You can hike, you can hike from the visitor center, and you can run yourself right up your own ass. Covering country is not the same as searching country. That's endurance walking. How far can I go? How fast can I go? What'd you see on the way? It takes focus, discipline, and you constantly have to be in the right mind. If you wanted to come back over here, I believe Blackgate U, I think this is U Canyon. If you wanted to go up U Canyon, come across under the cliffs, you want to work that bench out. And this is how come I have every area that I want to go to, I have it broke down to one day. If I was going to come up U Canyon, I am going to come up, check out this top, and work all of this out as much as I possibly can. If I hit something that's impassable, well, then I'm going to have to backtrack. If I cannot get up this way, then I can pretty much safely say about the only thing going to go up there is bighorn sheep. If I want to go up Blackgate and I want to get back up into this knifey ridge, and I'll tell you what, I really believe this is going to be a whole new world. But I can tell you places that are definitely off of my priority list. This, 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 this. Aquachigger went up this. He got back into... Oh, where the hell is it? It starts to get rocky. He went up right in here. This turns into a hell of a climb. I believe that was that slide he went up. I think he came across over here. I think that's where that little cave is. And then he worked his way up into this saddle. I do not believe he went to the very top. I don't think he did. Did he? Only he can verify that. So, once he came across, got up into this saddle, then he worked his way back down along this, and he dropped down in here. This is where that camp area was. Where that chunk of cement for a tent stove was hanging in the tree. And I have to tell Jeff Claw, I believe he's right. I was looking at this on Onyx, and it looked like there was a decent ridge. Now I see why everybody's coming up over here and following this out, ridging out and coming up to Sheep Peak. So all of this is what I would call the Badlands. People look at it and think, what a damn mess. Now, once I get there and I can actually get a good rundown on it, then it would be... Oh, it might turn into a whole nother ball of wax. Okay, yeah, that's that little thoroughfare. Alright. But I kind of figure the search area really is from back here all back up in all this. I really don't know if a person is going to... You ain't coming down those cliff faces. You might be able to come down off of this little bench depending on what it's like. That could be a hell of a lot more than it looks right here. Once you get down into this point, you might be cliffed out right here in this little basin. And if you are, and you wanted to never be found, could be a hell of a spot to lose yourself, huh? So anyway, this one just kind of is me thinking out loud a little bit. 20 miles. Let's see. And I don't care if that is exactly right. Urch. Alright. I don't know what the hell we have yet. And I'm not exactly sure where I'm at. Okay, sheep. I want to... Alright, that ain't happening, so... Might be a case of... Come up into this little saddle. And... Alright, I don't know what we're going to have here, but it is what it is. Alright. Oh, shit. I did all that for nothing? That's why I hate this. Let's see. Select a starting point. Alright. Right there. Two. Right there. Two. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now, if I can remember how the hell I did this. Well, where's the easiest route? Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now, right there. Right there. All right. That is 9 and 9 and 0.15 tents. That ain't even 10 miles. That is very... That's very doable. I mean, Christ, you could do that in one day. And... Is that... Oh, that's Dead Man? Hey, I think that's... Hidden Forest Ridge. And I think right up here, somewhere, up in here is a high priority target. I know exactly where it is on Onyx. I'm not sure where it is on here. But if you make it to that cabin back up in here, that's only 11... That ain't even 11 and a half miles. That's... Now, granted, he was pretty haggard when he got out of... Or got back to his car in that other video. What did he do in between, though? Did he try to get himself in better shape for this hike? Did he try to figure out that maybe having some water could be a good idea? I mean, what did he do? None of us know. I might be a draw off. I would have to look at my other map, and I'm not pulling that up. But when it comes down to searching hiking is totally different than hiking. That's how come my voice said a person is going to have to work out the area. I mean, would it be cool to come up here, do the same hike, come out, all of that? Yeah, for the nostalgia part of it. I mean, I really think it would. Knowing that it's been done who knows how many times by the people we know have done it, not counting the people that don't advertise and throw their hat in the ring. I mean, and what has anybody found? Nothing. Where did things start getting found? Over here in this clump of rocks. I believe that's where Scott found the tent and sword. I believe out in here is where he found the underwear. Right up here, that's where Aquachigger found the stone house. I think that the cell phone was a red herring. And what I mean by that is you leave your cell phone here and where do you go? You have 4 days. Or you've said 4 days. It was actually damn near 2 weeks before he was even reported missing. By the so-called ever-loving, ever-caring ex-girlfriend. The one that also told him, don't do a Robin Williams. Told Eric the hiker, you're not going to do a Kenny. Comes running out. Oh, he went up there. He was really depressed. He killed himself. The one that held on to a video from the end of a hike where he got back to his car with his ass kicked. We're supposed to respect and believe a damn thing she has to say? Give me a goddamn break. In the same token, where was everybody else that was supposed to care about him and wants all the ass patting now? Guarantee you, if one of my kids got lost, was missing, I am going to be screaming from every platform that will give me 15 seconds to put information out. I'm not going to sit on my ass tugging my dick until, it's been 10 days. I guess I probably ought to say something. I'm not going to wait until a goddamn special's coming out to jump out in the limelight and I was this, I was that. So if I don't seem very empathetic, you have to look at the actions that created the way that I think. You guys remember here not too long ago that girl that went missing? I believe it was here in Vegas somewhere. She went out for a day hike. They found her car and her family was in the news instantly. But yet in this case, we're supposed to be sympathetic and everything that the people say that actually knew Kenny, that were related to him in one way or another. All of a sudden, now that there's a special out, what do specials bring? They bring national attention, okay? What are specials about? Ratings. What were the ratings? You don't think that there's movie production companies that were watching those ratings with, some family members saying, well, if we get the right ratings, what about a movie deal? Everybody wants a financial tie to this. Think about a movie. Sell the story for whatever that the ratings from that special would put the price tag at. Could be shitting in tall cotton for a little bit. not to mention royalties and clauses in contracts for if it makes this much at the box office, then you guys get a guarantee, then you get the royalty, then you get the chocolate chip cookie bonus at the end of it. Shit, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of people to look at. There's a lot of people not to trust. All I know is I have 5 weeks and I will be there. So I'll probably talk about Kenny in my hiking videos. And I damn sure am not showing my map with all my plans on it. So anyhow, I'll show all that later once I get back. Because I'll be damned if I say, well, I want to start back in here, and work out as much of this as I can in, 6 days? So, anyhow, I have my plan. I pretty much got where a lot of people have hiked, and so probably pick it up a little bit more in depth and really talk about things that I really have a lot better picture on after I've gone out there. And like I say, I'll probably talk about Kenny and my hiking videos and stuff like that. But as far as really chasing the distractions and all of that, I'm trying to stay focused on my target areas. Alright, this is a hell of a lot more long-winded than I wanted, so I will catch you guys later. I think I still got a hiking video to upload, and then I'll be back out hiking here in the next couple of days. So, catch you on the next one. Later.